Hello, I'm Wylie Hendersen, play-by-play voice of the Cranbrook Bucks, and this is another episode of the Cranbrook Bucks Insider. Thank you so much for joining. Lots to get through this week, so let's get to it. One of the returning veterans on this year's edition of the Cranbrook Bucks, number 20, Luke Pfoh. Of course, last season he came in as one of the youngest players in the BCHL. This season, though, a much bigger role with the team and a lot more weight on his shoulders, but that is something that the young skilled forward is definitely embracing. Let's hear from number 20, Luke Pfoh. Here with Luke Pfoh, a now veteran presence on the Cranbrook Bucks, back for his second year. Luke, thanks for taking the time today.
Yeah, thanks, Wylie, for having me.
So, second year back in Cranbrook, you've got a full year under your belt now. I guess, describe what it's been like, knowing that you're a huge part of this team's future and coming in with more experience.
Yeah, it's been really fun so far. I'm pretty honored to be a second-year player and trying to help out all the younger guys a little bit more this year. As I was in their shoes last year, I know what it's kind of like. And yeah, I'm just trying to contribute as much as I can to the team and in the locker room and outside of the locker room.
Yeah, and speaking of locker room, I know when I first met you last season, you're quite shy. It took a little bit to kind of get to you now, but I know now you're really a leader in the locker room and kind of one of the guys that gets the boys going on and off the ice. Just a little bit about that transformation. It seemed to kind of happen overnight.
Yeah, I know. Last year I was surrounded by such a great group of guys, and it really made me comfortable inside the locker room. And this year it's just a repeat of that. And as a second-year player, I feel I got to have more of a voice in the locker room. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to continue doing it.
And obviously a lot more size coming in this year too. Just a little bit about the off-season workout regimen, so maybe I could take a couple notes.
Yeah, I know. Me and my brother worked out at Game Ready Fitness out in North Vancouver. We worked out all summer together with a couple other players, including NHL prospect Ken Johnson. And yeah,
former Soul-Keeter.
Yep, former Soul-Keeter as well. And yeah, we did that all summer, and yeah, it was a great time.
So a little bit about your background. I know, growing up in the Belcara area, obviously Don Taylor country out there. Your parents know Don quite well, Don being one of the most respected guys in my line of work. Just a little bit about, getting to know him and just being in that kind of circle out there.
Yeah, no, Port Moody, Belcara area, it's a really tight-knit group. Everybody basically knows everybody, and I had the chance of playing in Port Moody hockey where he was super involved in that. And yeah, he played old timers with my dad and slowly just started becoming friends with that family. And I got to know their son pretty well. Their youngest son, Quinn, mostly, but yeah. And we just all got along really well.
And segueing a little bit into your hockey background, growing up in the Lower Mainland, I know how rigorous it was getting when I aged out of minor hockey. Just, I guess, a little bit about how that transgressed into when you started lacing up the skates with Port Moody, just, the pressure that's on the rep teams out there now and how that kind of helped maybe build you into the player that we're seeing today.
Yeah, no, Port Moody's a great association. Me, my brother, everybody played there. And yeah, they've always had good coaches there, always good management. Everybody buys in, parents, kids. And yeah, it's a great place to play. And I enjoyed playing there, and I'm sure everybody else played there too has done the same.
And I always like to bring up too, playing through the Burnaby Winter Club before the Cranbrook Bucks. I know we've talked a lot about your time there in past interviews, but just a little bit about, what you took away from there. And, it has this reputation as a hockey factory, the most NHL graduates out of Western Canada. Is it, as it comes, is it, all the hype? Is it real?
For sure. BWC is the best of the best. Going there, it's a complete honor to play there and throw that jersey on your chest. And I saw what they did to my brother, and they turned him into the player he is today. And yeah, I was super excited to get there and do the same thing for me.
And talking to some of the guys this year, they're saying you're kind of, if they need a laugh in the dressing room, you're kind of the guy to go to, maybe a little bit of pranks, ribs, anything kind of family friendly that you can tell me that you've maybe, done one over on one of the guys.
Jackson Footer, he's a bit of a laughing stock on the team. I always like to pick him a little bit. But yeah, no, family friendly.
It
Nothing
is a
pops into
PG
my head
show.
right now. Right, nothing pops into my head right now. But yeah, it's always bothering Footer, giving him a nudge, hiding some of his equipment, something like that. We always have fun with him.
Yeah, I think I kind of ribbed a lot when I was in minor. We had, tying the skates together and then hanging them over a light fixture, icy hot on equipment. I got a lot of people with that. I got a lot with that too. So not to put ideas in your head, but those are things too.
Okay, I'll keep those in mind for sure.
Right on. So yeah, just a bit about this year's edition of the Cranbrook Bucks. I would say on the surface, kind of improved, more physicality, faster, bigger, more experience. Your read on it, and obviously another season under Ryan Donald.
Yeah, no, this year it was kind of a wonder coming in what it's going to be like with so many guys leaving, and yeah, we got here and it was crazy good talent, crazy good skill. The first day I was here, and so many guys got so much better, so many guys improved, and yeah, it's just awesome to see. Ryan did a really good job over the summer.
Out of the new guys, who's sticking out to you?
Definitely Cooper Boulanger. He definitely stood out to me right away, and I'd also say Jack Henry also stood out to me. He's been really good. He took that really scary hit the other day, but he's bouncing back and on his feet again, and he's looking really well.
Yeah, he's gritty, definitely. Yeah. That's good to see. Yeah. And yeah, obviously, the veteran group really consists of you. That line with you, Noah Quinn, and Kellan Hjartarson. We saw you and Quinn play together a lot last year. Just a bit about the chemistry that you two have.
Yeah, I know. Noah's an unreal player. He makes it super easy for me out there. He knows when to find me. I know when to find him. And yeah, looking forward to continue playing with him all year. And hopefully we can do some damage this year.
Yeah, and Kellan's fitting into that line like a glove as well. Obviously, you two already had quite a bit of experience together with the season under your belts.
Yeah, no, Kellan's he fits in. He can play anywhere. He's one of those type of guys, and you love playing with him, and yeah, he knows what to do.
All right, and as we move through the season, obviously the idea of college commits and things like that kind of starts to creep into your head. I know you're still quite young, but is that something on your horizon? Have you been looking into programs? Is there, anywhere that might be getting a little bit of the Luke Phobowski?
Yeah, for sure. I've been kind of checking out everywhere and putting up my options where I want to go, and of course, the Chilliwack Showcase is coming up. Right, it's definitely going to be a big bird's nest for all the scouts, and so far I've been really liking talking to Bowling Green, where my brother's playing. It's a great program out there. My brother talks to me about it every day and always has a smile on his face about it. So yeah, they're really cool, and I'm just looking to see what else I can do and make sure I know what I want to do for sure.
Have you been able to keep in touch with any of the graduates from last year's team who went on to post-secondary or collegiate hockey?
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, me and Tyson obviously keep in touch all the time. A couple other guys who got traded, AJ Vasco, Noah Leibel. Those guys were really welcoming for me when I first got here, so it's my job to keep in touch with them because they did such a good job with me, and yeah, it's been great. I've talked to those guys mostly, and won't stop anytime soon.
So I don't know if you've ever had word association or had anybody do it with you, but it's basically I'll drop like a city, a name, a person, team, maybe something like that. Right away, you give me one or two words, answer right back without thinking too much. I did this with Nathan, and it was fun. A lot of good things came out of it.
Nate's a lot brighter than me, but I'll give it my shot for sure.
Don't sell yourself short. You have the gift of gab. We've seen it on the ice already.
Yeah, I'll give it my best. Yeah, here we go.
All right. So favorite team?
Vancouver Canucks.
Favorite sport outside of hockey?
Lacrosse.
Favorite lacrosse team?
I don't really watch it. I just played it most of my life, and yeah.
Where did you play?
Port Moody Thunder. Okay,
right on.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it used to be kind of the more go-to summer sport, and saw it kind of fade out, but anyways.
It's an awesome sport.
It is, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's scary. I watched the Vancouver Warriors game over the summer. These guys are beasts.
No, yeah, it's really tough. It's a tough sport for sure.
Favorite wrestler?
Wrestler?
Talking
Like
WWE, AEW.
WWE. Probably John Cena, first one that comes to mind.
Right on. No, you can't see him. Okay, favorite Canuck? All time.
All time? Definitely Daniel Sedin.
All right. Going into some more names and things like that now. Ryan Donald.
Responsible? I don't know. Yeah, serious. Serious. Yeah,
Cam
serious.
Kungle.
Funny. Tough. Heavy. Yeah.
Penticton V's.
Strong. Talented. Skilled. Hard to play against, for sure.
Yeah, defending champions. They look like they're going to be very good this year. We've seen them, a little bit already. Your read on that team?
Yeah, no, it's playing them last year. We got to see what it's like. And last year we got the chance to beat them once, which was really awesome. And yeah, now we know what to do. Obviously, in preseason we didn't get to, regular season we didn't get a chance to show that. But yeah, we know where we're at, and we know we're there, and yeah, we're right on the tail.
Nathan Lewin.
Yeah, same. Serious, responsible, hardworking. Yeah.
Moving on, Trail BC.
Rough. It's a nice area. Yeah, hockey. Just kind of think about hockey when I think of Trail for sure.
Definitely a hockey community. What's it like, being on the ice in that rink with fans finally, filling the building up? I know it's been weird with the last 2 seasons in limited capacity.
Yeah, it's nice. They get in your ear a little bit, but it's fun to be in that hockey environment. Be back in that kind of environment.
Gets a little bit better when you're at Western Financial.
For sure, way better.
All right, I'm going to move on to some. I picked out these questions knowing you're from the Lower Mainland, a little bit of Vancouver sports trivia. So, are you ready for this one?
I mean, we'll see. I might actually throw on my Vancouver hat just for good luck.
There you go.
So
okay, he means business now. The hat's on.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, number 1. Vancouver's old professional roller hockey team.
Oh, gosh.
It's a bit before your time.
I have no idea.
Ever heard of the Vancouver Voodoo?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Again, this one's a little bit before your time, but Vancouver Grizzlies left Vancouver in 2001 to Memphis. Didn't have the greatest record during their time in Vancouver, but a lot of memorable players. Name 2.
These are both going to be guesses here. I'm going to say Muggsy Bogues. Was he one?
He was a Raptor.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no. I don't know.
All right. No problem. Again, it was before your time a little bit. Originally, I was going to ask when they moved, but I thought, it was 5 years before you were born, so.
Well, I might have needed a bit of a heads up before these questions.
We know the Sedins, obviously. Name one other brother duo in Vancouver Canucks history.
Brother duo.
There has been 4 of them.
Like both brothers played there?
Both brothers playing at the same time.
Oh my gosh. There's been 4? All
right, moving on.
Embarrassing me here. Yeah.
It's okay. I was going to accept Courtnalls or Rutus. And then there was 2 others. Okay, here's one a little bit more current. Sorry again, This is more to pump my tires.
Okay.
Former Penticton V spent 4 seasons in Vancouver, 2016 to 2020. Defenseman. Left to Detroit after his time with Vancouver.
Troy Stetcher.
That's right.
There you go.
Former BC Lions coach. Won Grey Cups in 2006 and 2011.
Oh, man.
His last name sounds very similar to the singer from U2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wally Bono.
Wally Bono. Okay, that rings a bell for sure, but no, I'm not getting that one.
Last one. A multi-award winning recording artist who has skated at the Burnaby Winter Club and calls Burnaby his home and has a very delicious carbonated sparkling water beverage named somewhat after him.
Michael Bublé.
There we go. Hey, 2 out of 6. You know what? That wasn't bad.
2 out of 6. Yeah. No, I'll be doing some more Vancouver research, and I'll get back on my feet here. I'll be ready next time.
The season's young.
Season's young, exactly.
Now back to a little bit to the Bucks. Your goals for the season. Obviously, it's win a championship when you come in, but maybe you personally, as you develop as a hockey player.
Yeah. Personally, I'd love to contribute to the year as well as I can. Points for sure, but mostly just building better relationships with all the guys in the room and getting to know them from friends to brothers kind of thing, that kind of aspect of it. And yeah, just trying to get to know each and every one of these guys a bit better and on a personal level.
And have you, without the restrictions from the pandemic kind of limiting you guys, have you been able to get out to the community more? I know that was something that was hard to do, especially during pandemic area, pod and all that. Are you guys finally starting to maybe, feel more connections with Cranbrook?
For sure, yeah, for sure. Couple times guys have gone to the mini golf. We did that as a team. Kind of just got ourselves out in the public a little bit. Met a couple new faces. We've done that. Frisbee golf a lot. We interact with people all the time there. And yeah, we just kind of sample around all around town, and every day you'll see a new face and get to introduce yourself. And yeah.
The mini golf at Elizabeth Lake Lodge.
Yep, that's
that
the one.
That place is tough.
It is.
Yeah.
It is for sure.
No, my mom wiped the floor with me when I was out there with her a couple of years ago. I've had better days.
No, yeah, it was. It got the best of me for sure.
All right, Luke. Your read on this year's team compared to last year. I know you don't want to, wipe the dirt on last year, but it looks like a very, much improved version of the Cranbrook Bucks, even losing some, big names like guys like Tyson Dick, AJ Vasco, the Galbards, Declan Ryan recently, but, Sundar coming back for him. How do you feel about this year's version of the Bucks compared to 2021-22's?
Yeah, for sure. Well, obviously we've only had 3 years as a organization. I think you guys can all see that every year has got a bit better and better, and I think this year was just another stride in that direction. We got a lot of skill, a lot of speed, a lot of size, and yeah, we're just using that to our best capabilities. And yeah, I think we got a bit more of a talented group in the dressing room this year, and yeah, we're going to try to use that for this year.
I know you're a forward group, but really the defense, the goaltending, definitely getting a lot of props this year too. How do you like the back end, and how does having that solidity back there help, you guys as forwards?
No, for sure. Yeah, we got a brick wall back there as a defenseman and goalies, and yeah, they're all doing their job best of their abilities. And yeah, for us, I think it starts in practice. Ryan's really heavy on us in practice, saying these are the best defensemen you'll play, best forwards you'll play, best goals you'll shoot on. And we use that and we take it seriously, and it's becoming more true and true every day.
Now you've been out here for a year and change. Where do people find Luke Pfoh on a, non-game night, night off, no obligations? What are you doing?
As still in high school, I tend to get a little bit of school. I'm usually either just in my room or floating around in my billiards pool outside or in the hot tub. They spoil me out here, so yeah, I'm using it to my best.
If I had a pool and a hot tub, I would not leave the house much either.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always out here, but I'm outside of the house. I'm starting to get into golf a lot this year. Finally at the golf course lots, and pickleball sometimes. Just somewhere active for sure.
Golfing out here is great. I know I've been able to do bootleg. That's one of my favorites. Wildstone's good. Where are you playing? Do you have a favorite out here?
Yeah, for sure. I think the boys have really adapted to Wildstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that's basically the only place I've gone. Of course, Kellan and Hjartarson's billets are just the owners of the one right up here beside our house, and I can't really remember the name, but it's where the Bucks tournament, golf tournament is.
Oh, the golf club.
Yeah, golf club.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm really trying to get out there to play a couple rounds before it starts snowing. So
Yeah, I know. I've been bad. I haven't even been to the range this year. I'm all practicing for the Grand Fondo cycle event. All right, Luke. Well, I guess before we start winding down here, fans back in the building. Now we're able to get to those sellout marks. Without the restrictions. What's your message to the Bucks fans this year who have you as one of their favorites?
yeah, it's going to be an exciting year. We're not going to. We feel as a team we're one of the better teams this year, and we're going to use that, and we're going to keep on getting better every day, and we'll see you guys in the playoffs this year. Hopefully, a bit farther than last year.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance of that. The way things are shaping out, as long as they have you guys staying healthy, and the veterans driving the bus, and the new guys kind of following along and fitting in very nicely. It looks like a very good team this year, and it's going to be exciting for local hockey fans to have something to cheer about, well into April.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun year for sure. Can't wait for you guys to see it.
All right, there's Luke Pfoh, episode 2, Cranbrook Bucks Insider. Here with a trio of returning veterans for the Cranbrook Bucks this year. To my left, it's Cam Kungle, Rhys Bentham, Kellan Hjartarson. Thanks for joining me today, boys.
Thanks for having us.
So, back for another season. I know you two have been around since the pod. Kellan, you came for last season for the first full season. I guess, how has it been the first little bit, getting your guys' feet wet again on the ice?
Oh, yeah, well, it's been good. Got a good group of guys here and everything. Went out there, camp started this weekend, and we were pushing each other around, getting things going, and we're excited for Brooks and Okotoks this weekend.
Yeah, going to be a pair of good exhibition games coming up for sure. Rhys coming back this year again, captain last season. I guess just your eye on the team right now, how it's looking going into this first set of exhibition games.
No, we look really good. We got a pretty strong decor right now and a lot of fast forwards. Our returning guys are all looking really good, and same with our new American guys. So we're pretty excited for the weekend coming up.
Kellan, you're coming back and you're going to have a big role with the forwards this season. What's Ryan kind of intimated to you as far as, your role with the team moving forward this year?
Yeah, he kind of just wants me to be the same guy I was last year. Play both ends of the ice and contribute when I can and kind of help the younger guys coming in. So, yeah.
Right. Part of the Cranbrook Bucks Insider is to give the fans more of a chance to get to know you guys, so we try to keep the interviews a little bit loose here. With that said, I guess who is kind of the guy that's going to bring levity to the dressing room, when things are a bit tense and you guys need a laugh?
Oh, I think it's going to be the new guy, Julian Fraze. Definitely. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think I'll put another name out there, but probably Luke Pfoh. He's got some good dance moves. So
Nathan Airy does back that up, and I have talked to Julian. I'm excited to meet him too.
Yeah, and Dex is a bit of a jokester too. Yeah, he gets a bit silly in the room.
And I guess coming back again, you guys are more familiar with each other now. How does that camaraderie kind of help build you guys as you grow together, as a team, having been here for a few seasons now?
Well, I think it's good, too, because we have our chemistry from last year, which will be good. And then we're going to bring these new guys in, get them on the same page, and practice for Bucks hockey and everything out there, so it'll be good.
yeah, a lot of times on the bus last year, we all sat together. Me, Kongs, Yardy, Quinner. So we're all pretty used to each other now, playing some Fortnite with each other, all that kind of stuff. And so I think we're pretty close, and it's gonna have a special year.
Yeah, it's already looking like we're a bit tighter than we are last year, so we're excited to get things going here.
Well, I'm glad to hear Ryan hasn't implemented a video game ban.
Yeah.
That'd be tough for you guys for sure.
Yeah, no, that would be tough for sure.
During the off season, do you guys, kind of keep in touch? Are you working out together a lot? I know everybody's kind of moved on to their, hometowns for the off season, but is there still that kind of
camaraderie there too when you guys are far away.
Oh yeah, I stay in touch with a lot of guys on the team. I think I called Benny and Hardy here a few times this summer. Quinner I talked to, and a lot of other guys. So it's good to do that, see what they're up to this summer and everything, which helps our group coming in here.
Yeah. Keep in touch with a few guys. Ran into Hardy a couple times through Calgary, but no, we got to catch up with everybody once in a while. Keep your friends close. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the same here. Like you try to contact the guys every now and then just to check in with them and stuff, and make sure you guys are level-headed on your way to camp.
So an early exit in the playoffs last season, albeit in a very epic Game 6 here in front of 3,000 fans. I'm sure a night that nobody here will soon forget. With that said, though, it seemed like a lot of, it's nice to be here last season. Is there more of a kind of chip on the shoulder this season with unfinished business?
Oh, definitely. Well, we didn't want to finish there in Game 6 there, and we're here. We want to win this year. Like, good group of guys in there. We're expecting a lot, and we expect to go all the way this year.
Yeah, we got a big chunk of guys that probably aren't going to be here next year through aging out or college commitments. So it's a big core group of guys really want it this year. I know we've had conversations in the room telling everybody that this is kind of the year that we want to go push for it. I know every year is, but this is kind of our last kick at the can for a lot of us. So, the last season kind of still stings for us, so we want it pretty badly.
Yeah, last Game 6 here was a heartbreaker for us, and going into this year, we definitely don't want anything bad to happen like that. So we're gonna go in here and give it our all here and see how far we can get.
Kellan, sticking with you, obviously a very good veteran group of defenders coming back. Lots of new forwards in the mix. Are you kind of able to be, a leader in that group? Have you been kind of helping the guys kind of get used to their new settings?
Yeah, for sure. Like I've been telling the guys on the ice, we gotta communicate more. For the new guys, they weren't here last year, but a big thing for us was talking on the ice and making sure we got everybody and know where everyone is. And I think that it'll come with as time progresses. But yeah, it's been good so far.
And to the defenders, obviously a veteran defense core coming back this season. You two, Bauer, Carson, a lot of familiar names for the fans. In the net, we have Nathan and Carter, who are going to be terrific in the crease. I guess just the feeling that this defense group has coming in as a group of veterans, as opposed to last year when maybe, it lacked a little bit of BCHL experience.
Yeah, well, last year we just had that pod season with a few of us who came back, and then we had a lot of new guys. So then this year we're coming in, we got all of us ready to go. We're used to it. We played a full season. We know what it's going to be like and everything, so it'll be good for us to come out here again in our second year and hopefully be even better than we were last year. So.
Yeah, I guess it's going to have some good, healthy competition. We got us 4 that are coming back that you mentioned, and then we got a few new guys. Even Declan had some experience last year, so I think we're pretty excited. There's a lot of guys out there. We're all fighting for spots, but it's kind of fun at the same time. I think we're going to have a pretty strong year between the D-core and the goalies.
And that wasn't a slight at Declan Ride. I'm just used to him as a forward after looking at the power play last in the playoffs.
Yeah,
there.
big
That
Dex
seemed to work
in
really
front
well.
of the net.
Yep. Ride House is what we're calling him in the broadcast booth, I think, this season. Play on Peter Griffin's Roadhouse. All right, guys. So obviously empty today, but we know that it's going to be packed in here in a few days with all the Bucks fans, the herd coming out, having your backs like they did last season. Just seeing the support grow. How did that feel?
Oh, it was unbelievable. We have the best fans in the league, I think so, and we can't wait to have them back in here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I love seeing the kids putting their hands out when we're walking in the room, and screaming the Bucks, screaming my name. So it feels good that we got all these people behind us. And I know walking around town at restaurants, stuff like that, everybody's always asking us questions. So we definitely have that community support.
Yeah, it makes it easy to go out there knowing that you got a crowd full of people that are wanting to support you and cheering you on. So when you make a hit or score a goal, it's awesome to get that crowd reaction, and yeah, it's great.
Well, look forward to seeing you guys, and especially as the number 1 fan in the broadcast booth, definitely look forward to some more action and getting to see you guys a little bit more as the season goes on. Thanks again. That's Cam Kungle, Rhys Bentham, and Kellan Hjartarson.
That's it for another episode of the Cranbrook Bucks Insider. Wylie Hendersen here, thanking you for joining me, and I look forward to bringing you more to help you get to know this year's edition of the Cranbrook Bucks. We'll see you next month.